Hello friends, welcome to the demo video of Funeral Home. In this game, players will have to build their own funeral home, serve the customers, complete their quests, and earn as much money as they can. The first person who earns 1500 gold and finishes the quest wins the game. Before we start, allow me to introduce you the cards in this game. Characters. There are 7 characters in this game. Each has different skills and quests. Architectures. Players can build architectures including crematorium, grave, mourning hall, and shop in this game. Maps. Take over maps to acquire certain resources for the shop. And most importantly, hand cards. There are 3 types of hand cards in this game: event card, building card, and guest card. An event card can be played at any time of this game. You can use them to increase your own profit as well as getting other players in trouble. A building card should be played before you can build or upgrade an architecture. Play a guest card in your round when you're ready to serve a guest. Guests have different preferences and habits, so make sure to pay attention in order to avoid losses. Now, let's start the game. Initially, everyone is given 500 gold, several marble tokens, and an empty shop card. Pick the characters randomly. Let's see what characters we've got in the current game. The retail vendor needs to purchase goods from other players' shops for 12 times to finish his quest. As the reward, he gets to throw 1 more dice for shopping. The Avenging Witch has to build a level 3 crematorium and use it to serve 6 guests. She has the chance to burn other players' architecture down when they are serving the witch as their guest. The Exotic Healer needs to successfully bring 6 of her guests back to life by rolling the dice. After her quest has been finished, she'll have the power to revive any player's guest. The loan shark can lend money to others and make a profit through collecting interest. He doesn't have any quest, but he should collect 200 gold instead of 15 to win the game. Now, shuffle the hand cards and put it in the center together with blindly placed map cards. On the first round, everyone gets 3 building cards to start with. Then each player draws 2 cards from deck. In the very first period of time, everyone was busy building new architectures to expand their industry. They managed to do it by playing building cards and using their initial funds. See, the loan shark played an event card that allowed everyone to draw 2 more cards from the deck. That was so kind of him. Players can also occupy a piece of map by playing building cards. The retail vendor just added a new item to his shop by doing it. The first guest card is played by the witch. For each architecture, the player needs to throw a dice to determine whether the guest is angry or satisfied for the service. If the guest is satisfied, the player gets double income. However, if the guest turns angry, then not only there will be no profit, but also the player will have to pay other players a fine. Oh no! The Exotic Healer played an event card that allows her to steal a piece of map from others. Listen to her laughter of victory.
怪不得在笑呢。
还有这种费用。
Players can only play 1 card at a time in their turn, but they can always continue taking turns to play cards over and over again until there's no card they want to play in this round. In that case, the player will skip the round, claiming not to play any other card except for event cards in the rest of the round. After all the players have confirmed to skip, the round ends. Bad luck! Loan Shark has just rolled a dice that made his guest resulted angry. Now it's time for the other players to win some extra gold. Players need to each roll a dice, and the loan shark is supposed to pay them the amount of gold that equals 5 times their dice results. For instance, the vendor rolled out a 3, so he received 15 gold from the loan shark. Now that every player has skipped their turn, we've approached a new round. All players draw new cards from deck one by one, until the player with the least amount of hand cards has 5 cards. After drawing cards, the discard phase will ensure that everyone has less than 7 cards. When a guest enters player's shop, roll 2 dice. For example, if the dice are resulted 2 and 4, the guest will purchase item on the 2nd and 4th slot of the shop card. Now that there is no item at all in retail vendor's shop, he can purchase goods from other players' shop located on the same slots and earn the price difference. The retail vendor wants to play a witch card, but he is afraid that his architecture will be burned by the avenging witch. Luckily, he is smarter than that. He played an event card to disable the special section of the witch card, preventing the upcoming fire. The witch threw 2 6s in a row, making her guest super satisfied, which provided her a buckload of money. The other players are so jealous.
哎，
没有，但是
你这头怎么会这么长？
你一直在质疑这个骰子。
The exotic healer, sadly, has some trouble completing her quest.
救活他。
救一次。好，还是3。等一下，我不信邪，我换个头。
那个声音也会。
这是命运。
Poor loan shark has been bullied by the other players because they are afraid to pay him interest after he started to lend loans.
大家都在欺负我，现在我是场上最穷的那个人。
这也是高利贷，真的很恶心人。你那个，
我一次都没放过高利贷，你怎么知道我不恶心？
Well, it seems that the other players are enjoying the pain of loan shark.
对猫有一种执念而已。
你有猫吗？
我从第一次玩这个游戏，我抽到主人就抽不到猫，抽到猫就抽不到主人。我就是想让它。
哦。我靠，太恐怖了！这要干嘛呀？太闹了！那我拿一张剑，有恐怖袭击，兄弟，再拿一张剑。
今天头运好差哟。
然后你投那蓝色和绿色骰子，这俩老是出6。
我一开始投的就是蓝色的骰子。
哦，那就是你的问题。
就是我的问题。
这样，来，我